this is Josh Belk with the Belk on Business podcast. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Last week we talked a little bit about analyzing employees. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about as far as qualities of the best talent inside of our companies, and then ultimately I want to talk a little bit about how to keep a good attitude in our workplace. So how to create an attitude of that's a positive one in the place which we work. Of course, right now a lot of our employees are working remotely. It's kind of the ongoing COVID situation. Some business fronts are opening, but I know especially when we're working together, having a good attitude is essential. Working remotely, it kind of creates a little bit of a different atmosphere, but still having a good attitude, especially during these times, is essential. So first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the qualities of the best talent. Last week we talked about evaluating talent, but I think there's kind of four areas when we're kind of analyzing our employees. Who are our best employees? And I think it's important because if we have a poor employee, I don't know if most of the time that poor employee will exhibit a poor attitude, but the best of employees, the better of employees will exemplify the best type of attitude, provided we have cultivated a workplace that would allow for one to prosper. So first of all, qualities of the best talent. First would be they essentially possess the business skills that are necessary for the position. So they actually have the skills that are required to do their job. Secondly, they have experience with the technological pieces necessary for their position. So they know they have the skill set. They know the tools that they need to be able to do their job. They possess, I think, most importantly, critical thinking skills to be able to take the facts as they are presented to them and to be able to make good judgment. That's essentially having good critical thinking skills. So an employee constantly have to be telling them how to make a decision, not the best type of employee. The best type of employees can take the data and make good, sound, prudent judgments. And then fourthly, they have exemplary communication and relationship skills. And this day and age, communication is key. Communication is essential. So an employee that can communicate you as the business owner well, effectively, also be able to communicate with your clientele base, with your customer base as well, is the best type of employee. So once we've identified here are the employees that we want, the employees we hire, the employees that we plan on keeping, we want to have a workplace, have an environment that a good attitude is one that is cultivated and also prospered. And I kind of just jotted down 6 things. Doing some research and some reading over this past week, and just kind of jotted down some things, some of them from problems that I saw in my workplace and other workplaces, and from that, and also positive things, and from that kind of develop this. Number one, have good processes. Have good processes, and having process isn't just here's a task and how do we get it done. But a process that goes well beyond that. So people want to know what is expected of them, and where they fit in the business. Okay, so once they know what's expected of them, where they fit in, but we also should have a process that relates to not just regarding task, but also in communication. How do we communicate with each other? What does that look like? And then also scheduling and time management. So they know what's expected to them. They know that the timeline that things are supposed to get done. They know how problems should be communicated, even how successes should be communicated. What does that all look like? And that's all part of the process. If we have good processes in our business, then it is one that a good attitude can prosper. Nothing's worse than an unorganized business. If you have an unorganized business environment, you're going to have an issue with attitudes in your business. Secondly, have a strong development training program. I'm not sure if there's a whole lot else out there that shows your employees that you care, the people that you work with, more that you care than that you care about them as individuals. A lot of business owners operate from a position of fear. Well, if I invest in my people, they will take that knowledge and they will go someplace else. That's operating from a fear mindset. If we're the person that we ought to be, we're investing in the right type of people. Those people are going to stay. They're going to prosper. And if they stay and they prosper, that means my business is going to prosper, and I can give them more financially and some of the other areas that they may be looking for. So have a strong development training program. Have a continuous learning atmosphere. Always be training. I hope that in my business isn't always the case, but I try to in my business every day when there's questions that are asked of me that I'm able to answer them, that I take the time, I step away and be able to constantly be investing in my employees. Just yesterday, stepped into to one of my team members' office and actually used a blackboard as we were working through kind of figuring out a problem together and trying to learn something. And it's an environment I think all of us want to have, a continuous learning environment that we're constantly developing and training the people that work for us, and also be investing in ourselves individually as well as business owners. Third, provide effective and efficient tools. So provide the tools that they need. Nothing is more frustrating for an employee, for one of our team members to have the resources that they need to get the job done. And whether it's a physical tool, whether it's a computer, whether it's software, whatever it is, that they have the tools necessary to be able to do their job efficiently and effectively. Next, number 4, be complimentary, grateful, and communicate clearly with both positive and negative news. And so be complimentary to your employees, to your team members, to the people that you work with. Always have an attitude of gratitude, and then communicate clearly both with positive and negative news. Difficulties come with an attitude of wanting to communicate clearly and execute. Next, number 5, and I think all these last 3 points, 4, 5, and 6, all really kind of stems from leadership. But if we're going to have a good attitude in our company's leadership, should be positive and upbeat at all times. To be positive and upbeat. Negative things happen in all of our businesses. Troubled times happen in all of our businesses. We're going through a difficult time right now. But as a business owner, as a leader in the business, I should come in with a positive and upbeat attitude. So always be seeing the good in every situation, and a good leader will be able to identify opportunities in each problem. So even with all the difficulties going on now, there are a ton of opportunities out there if we're observant, if we're looking for them, and if we have a positive and upbeat attitude. And number 6 and last, leaders should always be calm, happy, and appreciative. I talked about being grateful, but leaders should always be calm. In a time of difficulty, when times are kind of unsettled right now, if we come in as business owners, as leaders in our business with, oh my, the sky is falling, guess what? We're gonna have a negative attitude in our business. But we come in with a positive and upbeat attitude. If we come in with we're calm. In the face of difficulty, guess what? We're going to have an environment that is also calm, and one that is positive, one that is upbeat, and one that a positive attitude can be cultivated. And then mentioned also here being happy, coming in positive, upbeat. Come in with a happy, with a grateful spirit. Always be appreciative. Have an attitude of gratitude. And I think if we do these things, it will really help for us. If we have the right people in the right seats, and if we come in with the right attitude and the right approach as business owners, and we create an environment where our people are growing, we're going to have a workplace where there is a positive attitude, and a positive attitude can cultivate, and our business ultimately can grow and be the type of business that we want to lead with the type of people that we want to lead. Hope this brought you some value. Hope you have a wonderful day. Once again, this is Josh Belk with the Belk on Business podcast.